So, we can now pick the Assassin, the Gadgeteer. We can't pick the Martial Artist yet, so we're going to pick the Assassin. I really like this class.
Not sure if you're cool enough, but whatever.
Okay, so I've skipped that so you don't have to watch it, guys. We went through the same tutorial again. Different moves this time. I am going to give... oops, wrong button. I'm going to give myself the Blade Spin, because I'm going to replace this. This has done good for us. We can always come back to it if we need it. But I want this, because this has incredible range. It has more range than anything we've got, and it causes bleed. It can also hit multiple people. So when we're at a distance and we can't attack through one of our fellow folk, we're going to be using that to cause chaos from a distance. And now we have 3 different status effects that we can cause at will, and it's all going to add up to great things.
This is Fat Fest. Get to the playground. One of the Freedom Pals is calling us out.
Yeah, this is Civil War 2, so this is arguably one of the hardest missions in the game. This is very difficult. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of that and put in one of these bigger ones, but we'll see. I can always do that after we've lost once or twice. Can't do higher than 40, can we? Oh, we can, but we'll lose what it gives us. See if there's anything we can craft. So, we can do the Cosmic Clasp 3, which I have equipped. I don't think we've got 2 of those yet, so there's no point getting too crazy. That is also what I've got equipped. We've got 2 macaroni pictures, we can only use 1. We could go get a summon. We could go and get Ned and Jimbo to be able to summon them. I think we might have got Trixie as a summon, so we've got 2 summons if we need them. We'll see though. I'm a better player than I was when I was here the first time, so hopefully we'll be able to prove that. And I went the wrong way to the playground, but it's not a problem. We can loop back on ourselves. I'm quite excited. I like this fight. It's good, but it's Timmy. Timmy is so dangerous. Not only is he just a nightmare to track and kill, but he summons these little shits, the kindergartners, and they all do incredible damage. So whenever he does that, we have to stop it.
Quite a night last night, huh?
There's no two ways about it. So I'm tempted to change Jimmy again. Should we do Cartman? I really like Super Craig, but I haven't been able to use him too much. So I'm going to go with Jimmy again because of the heal. See how we make it.
You're outmatched. Give up before you
so when you attack Timmy, he moves. And he can teleport to the other side of this area. There's a lot of subterfuge that goes on this. So I'm immediately going to go in and attack Timmy. See what he does. See where he goes. Push him a little bit forward for everybody else. He teleports just in front of Mysterion. So I could hit Tupperware. Can I hit? Oh, I can hit the guy I want to hit. Of course, all I want to do with this guy is cause malaria. But there we go. So he's going to teleport. There we go. That is exactly what we wanted. We want him close enough so that we can do damage to him. And the damage that we want to do is exactly this. We want him to be status affected. Because if we can get rid of this guy, this fight is easy. Other corner. Other corner. And then Scott can have a crack after Stan goes. So Stan can do incredible ranges both ways, and he can attack diagonally too. Oh, microaggression. Thanks, Stan. I hate how you can't see the numbers it does, but it does good damage. I know that much. And now... Oh, I can't do it. If I could have done that, that would have been beautiful. We would have been able to slow him, to slow his turn and his mobility, but instead, we're going to get some armor, and we're going to injure him a little bit. He's going to teleport again, back over somewhere else probably. And we've got him in a real bad place. He's going to also take damage. Oh, this needs to stop. No! I'm holding the triggers! Why? We're fucked. We're so fucked.
Here comes the cavalry.
God, you get no time at all to stop that. That is some bullshit. And when you kill Timmy, it doesn't get rid of the fucking kids. So you have to fuck the kids up, I think. Which is even worse. But the good news is, once you get rid of all the Freedom Pals, you don't have to finish off the... Yeah, fuck it. God, I can't believe everything was going perfectly and I messed it up. I messed it up. Fucking eat my dick. He's dead.
That happened so fast, even I didn't catch it.
Eat my dick, Jimmy. Okay, so... He's kind of injured, but he's not too injured. I can throw a bomb that does really good damage to Mysterion. Or I can heal. I kind of want to heal. Purely because I need Mosquito to give them Gross out. If he can do that, we can be okay. I kind of want to just restart because I fucked up. And you can totally do that if you want to do that. There we go. Both Mysterion and Tupperware. Grossed out.
You really should swap your mouthfeel thing down with alcohol between meals.
I hope the kindergartners can't move too far. Right, well, I guess we're going to stay here.
Time to show off my tool set.
Stan couldn't do anything. Scott can't particularly do anything, but he needs to get some armor, so let's do this. It does some damage, and it protects us.
Attack plan.
Oh my god, they move so far.
I'm in a timeout. Pow, pow, pow. That's what you get for being a dumb.
You're outmatched. Give up.
Okay, Mysterion, what are you going to do? Standard combo, 4 hits.
Leave our friend alone, fiend.
Then he gets Gross out, then Tupperware does the spin. Can only hit one direction though. Well, 4 directions, but it's on the D-pad. Oh, interesting, he did the turret.
What doesn't kill you makes you fast.
Oh no, he didn't do the turret, he just did the spin. Then he got Gross out. Always good.
I'll have you in stitches.
That was 58. Can I do that? And hit Kenny? Yeah, I want to get rid of Mysterion. Mysterion's weaker, so he'll go down quicker.
You mean all day or just in the last 5 seconds?
When's Mysterion's turn? It's not for a while. Might be able to kill Mysterion in the interim. Let's do that. Because if I can attack him, I might be able to kill him. I can also put bleed on him.
Now you're gonna get it.
There we go. That's going to mess his day up.
New kid, don't let Cartman fool you.
Whatever he does, he's dead.
I'm ready to break out the
So
heavy
Stan's healing the kindergartners. Interesting. That is a wasted turn in my eyes. Because not only does he take big damage from the Gross out, but the kindergartners are only a problem when they become one. And now that we've killed, or we're gonna kill, our friend here, we can hopefully keep ahead of the encroaching tide. But they move really far, and they hit real hard. But luckily enough, they're cock-blocking each other with their movement. So the next one's going to hit Scott, and it's going to do big damage. But I'm not too worried.
No time back.
You're outmatched.
So Kenny's dead now.
Embarrass yourself.
No matter what he does, he's dead.
They always pick on the new kid. Coon and friends forever.
And I don't think he resurrects like he does when you play as him. So Tupperware's going to knock Jimmy away.
This is no laughing matter.
Which is not a problem. Because he's Gross out, so he does damage. But he has a lot of HP. And he needs to die this turn. If we can get rid of him, we'll be in a good stock to end this. How do I... There you go. But he is a tank. He has probably the most HP. And the defenses are pretty high.
That's top secret.
That grosses out and does 100 damage. And it kills the kids as well. Let's do that. A little bit of vengeance. And you might not have seen this one yet. As he gets a nice plague of locusts or whatever those are, mosquitoes, flies. and then we cruise in. Bleed won't cut, fire won't cut it, and I can't fart. But the fire and the gross art, the combination of the two means on the next turn he's dead. So as long as we don't die, this hasn't been too bad, even though I fucked it up. Which is always fun to be the guy who ruins it for everybody. Oh. Nope. Not happening, bud.
How'd you do that, Buttlord?
Those farts are so powerful. And there you go, guys. Civil War 2. Even with a mistake, we got through it. We got through it underneath the might level that they want you to do. We never healed, and we never revived. Pretty fun stuff. PC principle. Oh, he wants to know what my fucking crazy ethnicity thing is. Do I have to do that? Can I skip that? No, it's mandatory. This game actually doing some goofy stuff. Let's get dog poo anyway. A nice free and easy follow.
Okay.
And then we'll go and we'll fast travel.
See you, new kid.
You know the great thing about sneezing on a wavelength is that it's really easy to spot. And I don't know why, but apparently my sinuses are telling me that shit's getting to me right now. I don't know if it's the changing of the seasons or the radiator's been turned on for the first time in 20 million years because it's getting cold, actually. But something is fucking with my nose at the moment. I finally know how Darkside Phil feels. Even though if you watched him the other day when he was on the TwitchCon broadcast, he never snorted once, which tells you that he can actually not do it, which is disgusting. Even more disgusting than him doing it is the fact that he's doing it on purpose.
You have potential, kid.
Well, let's be Asian.
Asian.
I'm Albanian.
Albanian.
We have to do the scavenger hunt? Really? God, this game is messed up.
Attention all coon friends. We have the information we need and are
Oh, there
ready
you
for
go.
our next mission. Everyone report to the coon lair immediately. Coon at.
Coon layer. Nice. So we don't have to do the yaoi stuff, thankfully. We're going to get attacked by ninjas soon as well, which will be interesting, because the ninjas were really difficult the first time I fought them. Because on my first run, they were my weakness as well, which made them even more tricky.
Quickly.
So 235.
Awesome.
But yeah, I'm making pretty quick work of this so far. It's going well, it's going smooth. I hope you're enjoying it.
Get. Scramble.
There you are. Jesus, took you long enough. Have a seat, Buttlord. All right, everyone. Buttlord interrogate.
Okay, we get to go to bed. Good stuff. Watch our parents argue. Always fun. And then I think Mysterion sneaks us out, right? Is this where we're going? We're going to go and become part of the Freedom Pals? Mr. T joins the Freedom Pals? I'm down. Okay, we've got to eat the dinner because it's part of the plot, believe it or not. You can't skip the eating of the dinner either. It's a little solemn moment. He doesn't eat much.
Why would you tell the
Don't even think of getting high right now.
Oh, are you not gonna drink?
Oh, come on, Gamesphere.
Hey,
Junior
kiddo,
Sleuth
I know we never
Semen
talked about
Analysis?
this, but your mother and I are very proud Albanians. Night, night, son.
I never got that,
Night falls upon
personally.
town like a fat, slimy turd. The stink of greed, corruption, and crime rises from the gutters
The whole
and fills the streets.
pride
Only
of
one thing can deal with
potluck.
cooning friends.
You were born in Albania,
Fuck freedom.
you know. sure, they have some nice traditions and some nice cultures, and they're nice to be respected. But you know, the people who have this, it's just like this constant obsession with reminding you of their heritage. I've never understood that. I'm English, and I'm proud to be English, but I was probably like the bastard offspring of people who aren't even English. You know, Irish here, Viking there, you know, Frank there, bloody Roman there. You don't even know, do you really? But people do. People get really obsessed with it. It seems to be a thing that's massive in America because America's obviously it's a land of immigrants, isn't it? It's a land of people running away from somewhere. But it's one of those things where I can understand the respect of it, in as much as I respect certain things, but people lead with it in every situation and live their life by it like some kind of strange creed, and I've never really got that. Like, I talk a lot about Darkside Phil, and he's another one who constantly goes on about how he's an authentic Italian, and he's a proud Italian, and Italian this and Italian that. Like, I don't know. I get the feeling that if he went to Italy, they'd fucking laugh at him. Especially if he cooked his shit that he calls authentic Italian in Italy, they'd definitely laugh at him. Because you can be proud of where you come from without shoving it in everybody's gob. Well, that's what I believe, anyway.
Backstory. You see, when I was just a child, my father was in the garage working on a project. There was a huge storm, and lightning blew my father off his workbench. I ran to help him, but at that moment, another blast somehow fused his power tools onto my body. I became a superhero, while my father was left mentally impaired.
There you go, you fucking bitch! Why don't you just take a shit in your face? Take this, you dumb whore!
Randy, get in here right now and stop keying my car.
Okay.
But this is different. My father's acting. Perhaps
I like
instead
that.
wants to help his
That's a
father
good
because
moment.
He feels he could have saved him all those years ago.
But the whole, like, geographic thing and the tribalism and everything, I generally use it more as a joke than anything else.
Shit, what? That's okay if you don't want to talk about it. It must be very painful.
There you go. Cheesy. So we're going to go to Mysterion's house. Which, if you didn't know, Mysterion is, of course, Kenny. Do I have to talk to you first?
This is the home of Mysterion. He has a shortcut to the north of town.
Oh, we're going through his house. My bad. I wonder if that artifact's any good. It's level 72, so it's pretty high, right? Gives us an extra brawn, extra everything, but doesn't increase the statuses, and that's what we want. I love cheesy poos, you love cheesy poos. If we didn't love cheesy poos, we'd be lame. You can't do this without butters, right? Yeah, you need butters for that.
Because you didn't buy the fucking map, I did. You bought the...
Good old Kenny. Fun story as well. You know the episode where Mysterion's identity was revealed? I didn't recognize who it was because he just looked like a nondescript South Park character. I thought that was the joke. You know, everybody was expecting it to be, you know, somebody who they knew, and it was somebody they didn't know. But it turns out that that person was Kenny.
The sandblaster.
Can I? Oh, I need to push this, right?
Yeah, I think Kenny's family used that to heat up their TV dinners.
I don't think I've ever seen Kenny's garden. I can't remember an episode where that was featured.
Turn it on and I'll show you my power.
You can blow away Lego. It's pretty goddamn impressive. So you can use a kite to get up there, get one of Big Al's cats.
Uh-oh, these guys are blocking our path. There's gotta be a way to get through. All right, you kid. I guess the two of us have to drill through these guys.
What? He gets initiative because the fart didn't stun him? That was garbage, dude.
There's just only so...
Fucking get initiative with this, you big prick. I'm gonna smack you repeatedly in slow motion after a fart.
Tool-based one-liners in the world, you know?
That's what I think of you.
We're gonna turn the screws on these guys.
On fire and grossed out. That guy is so fucked.
All right, you kid, you're up.
So remember how I said that the assassin move gives you a lot of abilities and a lot of range? Look at that. I can hit him from a range and the gross out's going to kill him the next turn. It's ridiculous the range it gives you, and it does decent damage too.
Fuck these guys up.
So 57 damage in that kind of range. Same with Toolshed. Toolshed can do stuff like this, where he gets incredible damage on good range, but I want to do that one.
Gunslinger. That was my drill slinger.
I like Stan in this game, I just haven't used him too much. Is he breaking the cover? Burn.
I know I should enjoy being warm, but
That was pretty good, I don't think I've heard that one. You don't fight too many homeless people in this game.
Time to DIY some justice.
Why is it not showing me the other side? I hate the fucking camera sometimes.
my new toilet.
There you go. Good range on that. Damage, status effect, so good. And it hits multiples.
Somebody's about to get fixed. Who's it gonna be? You got fucking drilled.
You got drilled. Nope. I was tempted to not be able to use the farts as part of the challenge run of this, but I feel like the farts are super useful to not dying in a lot of situations. Like, playing the hardest difficulty without revives is hard, and it's hard because everything does incredible damage. And if you start a fight and an important character gets killed straight away, you probably can't win. You can, and you have to really fight for it and get maybe a little bit lucky, a little bit skillful, but for the most, you restart a lot. That's the problem with Morgan Freeman. Like, if he does a move you don't want at a time that you can't deal with it, you have to reset, because there's no way to salvage it, because you can't revive those people that you've lost and you need them. And it's kind of, it's not very fun in some aspects, but in other aspects it's really tricky, so that's fun. But it's not for everybody. Interesting. So yeah, this is the area, the U-Store, it's the place where there's the spider on the roof. Yeah, you see, just there. I can't quite tell what that's meant to be. It doesn't look like the Queen Spider, but it's been a long time since I've seen her, so maybe it does. You can't seem to interact with it though, so whatever it is, it's kind of off limits. But this is the section with the Mexicans, and this part gets tough. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to kick some ass. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Keep accidentally picking the right directions. I want to go in here. The more we find at this point, the easier time we're going to have. I love how South Park incorporates, you know, pictures into its art style. It really suits it. It's such a cool looking visual style. A lot of people have been asking me if I watched that Rick and Morty, and I've only seen one episode, and I really don't see what the fuss is about, personally. But you know the thing that does me? I hate the animation style. I think it looks like shit. The characters and everything seem like they could be quite funny, and it could be a good show. But if something doesn't look good, it really doesn't captivate me. Whereas South Park, I can remember back in the day where you could see the shadows where they'd laid the pieces of paper onto the flat surface and took pictures. You know? And it still looked pretty awesome back then, even when it was as rugged and as raw as it looked. And nowadays, with the computer, that makes it way easier. Oh, wow. It's the fucking slapping your face guy. I will slap you. Slapping you, slapping you, slapping your face. That was the wrong thing, apparently. Interesting. Oh, we need the fireworks. I don't think I've ever been in here. Pencil. A woman is happiest covered in semen. Oh, that episode. So get on your knees and put that to work. Oh, that's a really good episode. Do you want a blowjob? Oh, yes, I want a blowjob. He's so fucking stupid. Oh, good stuff. Good times. I think South Park hasn't been as funny recently. It's been very topical, and it's been very, you know, gender stuff and political correctness and SJW and everything. But I just don't think it has been as funny. I think there is a humour to the innocence of South Park. Like, I really like the old seasons because it was just about kids doing kid stuff. There's also a gag in this game where it's a pictures of Butters with a tampon in his mouth, and the item isn't called the Sleeping Menstrual. I was really, really bugged by that. They give it some kind of weird name, and I'm sorry, Cartman names it perfectly in the fucking show that it's from. Use the name. It's so good. So good. And they don't. I was very disappointed. So if we need to, we can get a lot more might, but we're using the tools for the status effects. And the status effects is what's winning it for us. So, let's keep doing it, right? I think that's just a scare. Like a Halloween scare.
Oh, hey, dude.
I wonder why the Queen Spider's not featured in the games too much. It'd be cool if she did. I'm a fan of the Queen Spider.
Meow.
So that's
You'll never make it through my impenetrable fortress.
Diabetes. Needs to do his thing. This is definitely where the skills get a little bit tedious.
Okay, let's do this.
Every time.
Out of the way.
I don't know why he didn't just... Why doesn't he just fly down, we land on him, and we're immediately into the quick time event? Quick, fast, punchy. Doesn't overstay its welcome.
Huh?
Then we have to use the time abilities now to get past it. It's cool. I do like the puzzle solving elements. I think they're a nice change of pace. I just preferred them in the first game because they didn't involve using these buddy abilities that take forever to do and just kind of start to really get annoying. So this is a big fight against the Mexicans. This is a tough one. And I don't think there's any way to get an advantage either. I died on this fight the first time I did it. So hopefully we're ready. Okay, so the first truly difficult fight of the walkthrough is this one. Right. Hopefully we can do this a little better. Imagine if every button press I get here was a punch. You could just unload into them.
I swear, Butler.
Attack, minions, attack.
Balance is overrated. So this is really important.
Hey! Oh, that's my minion you just beat up. I need to find a toilet.
The other guy is going to hit me.
These foolish mortals down.
100 damage on the CDs, same as he did last time.
Lord. Toolshed versus Chaos Minions. Fight!
Toolshed, I can feel the chaos in you. Join me.
46 damage and he's grossed out. Let's do that, 'cause it... No. Do that.
Screw you, Chaos.
Learn from our mistakes, right?
Go, butthole.
Then we get to kill the dog and make that kid bleed.
You'll have to do better than that to get through my minion hordes, coon friends.
Get your armor. 105 armor, nice. So if he throws a CD, we'll be okay. 100 damage. It's kind of rough.
Yes, take out the power tool.
Gross out does the work. Dog is potentially going to kill somebody now. I hope it can't attack us because of the positioning. Yes, it can't. That was wonderful. We needed that. And now, they all need to die. So with this, hopefully that's exactly what's about to happen. And then we can maybe use the Moses macaroni picture to heal us all if we need it. He's going to die now because he can't attack because we've got them trapped. That worked beautifully. So because I stacked 3 people beneath them, they had no path to come down. And with no path to come down, they can't attack. Which means that they all die. And what we're going to do here is we're going to kill this dog, and then I'm going to heal up while Scott entertains that dude over there. Because the second wave, there's nothing in between it, so we can't heal. And it's a bunch of Mexicans, and the Mexicans are pretty tough.
Counting on you, partner.
So I'm going to do this to bleed that guy to help Scott out. And then we're going to get
You can do better than that.
Scott to keep stacking armor basically and keep hitting this dude. And we'll use it so that Toolbox can help us. I don't know if Mosquito has any kind of helping thing. It'd be nice if he did, but he doesn't. And I don't think you can change what your friends have, which is kind of unfortunate. So, I know there's going to be a lot of Mexicans, so I'm going to stay like here. I want to get some good spacing, because they're everywhere, there's a ton of them. And I'm saving my ultimate for the next phase as well.
Prepare to be tooled, minions.
Right, so... that does both of them. Oh, there's only me that needs healing. Interesting.
Thank me later.
Awesome.
I ate chaos for breakfast and pee it up.
There we go.
Diabetes does not fear chaos.
You will never underestimate.
So here they come. Cutscene and then Mexicans. And the Mexicans, fuck you! They won't let me do it. Oh. He got to move and end his turn before... That was annoying. That does really good damage. I'm concerned about the guy at the top, but let's just focus on these.
Damn, I got aluminum foil on my proboscis.
There we go. I don't want him doing shit, because these dudes hurt. They hurt a lot. We're just going to go in, and we're going to smack. I'm going to smack with everything we've got.
I swear Buttlord looks 10 seconds older. Screwing minions now.
So... he can hit 2 for 20, or he can do big damage on 1. Oh my god, the damage is not enough. And then his ultimate, not enough at all. You think I should hit 2? He has to move forward. Let's do that. It's going to do a little bit more than it says it's going to do because we got extra crit. Can't stop this.
I get deported for these?
You're up to bat, new kid.
Right. So they're immune to fire as well, did you see that? I didn't know that. So it does 38 damage and it grosses them out. Is that really worth doing? It might be better to let somebody else do it. Because I could do this. Didn't mean to do that. But I'll take it. Oh my god, that hurts so much. 100 damage. Don't kill him. Please don't kill him, guys. There's the gross out. Awesome. We needed that. Gross out. Awesome. Limited movement. Exactly what we wanted. How much do? You do about 100, but we can get way better than that by doing the other one. So, I kind of want to slow your mobility, maybe. Let's do this. So he's just going to move on the top. I'm not entirely sure why he moves like that, but he just kind of does. Okay. I think that's best case scenario. We get gross out on him and we do 100 damage. Pretty much exactly what we want. And we get a kill too, which is awesome. Please don't kill me. Oh, we need that fart so bad. And he gets grossed out. Awesome. What is that HP like? Do you think we should use a macaroni picture? I feel like we can still pull this out. Only does 61 to me. Why does it do so little? Does it diminish each time you use it, maybe? Dude, that means I'm going to have 1 HP extra to survive a hit. And I have to survive a hit on the next turn. Just because I don't want to lose, guys, I'm going to use a macaroni picture. If you've not seen this, it's pretty funny. You can only use 1 per fight, but I need to make sure nobody dies, because I don't want to run the risks of failing, so... This is a summon item. And it gives everybody a heal. So technically it is healing, but it's not a heal item. I know it's pedantic, but it is my rules, so... This is pretty much the only heal I have access to outside of abilities. Could he even reach? No, he didn't even reach. He wouldn't have even moved, so we would have been okay, but that's not... It's not the point, you know? Let's do that. I love this move. It's so good at hitting multiple people. It does good damage and it causes bleed. Oh, look at that for a hit. Now that's a fucking hit, right? But he's dead, thankfully. But you see why I use the macaroni picture, right? Makes a bit more sense. Who's going next? Guy at the top. Let's kill this dude. And we should be okay, fingers crossed. He's gonna kill him, of course he's gonna kill him. Little shit. And he died killing him, which is awesome. That's the price you pay. Then he can't do any good damage, so we might as well just stay as far away as he can and hit him with that. Can't even see the damage numbers because the camera's fucked up in this game. He's been slowed, so we can't move forward too much, and we're going to fart on him with this. We're off axis, so we can't punch us unless he gets side on, and Scott's stopping him from being side on, so the only way he can hit us is if he has any kind of fancy move that can hit multi-directional.
Really giving him shit.
And that's when we come down here with this guy, and we pin him in. So regardless of what he does next turn, he dies because of the gross out. And we've won. And would we have needed to really heal? Potentially not, but that's the risk you run. I would rather win and waste an item that I can easily recraft than take a loss.